And then I covered the other cup. So now I've got both cups covered. And I took the side straps off the original bra and snipped them. Now, in order to take those off, when the person made her costume, she put her pieces together and then decorated them, which is the right way to do it. So to take it apart, you go in backwards order. So you remove maybe like an inch or so of the trim leading up to the edge, and then you would snip off the stitches holding the two pieces together. And I, set those beads aside to reattach later. I attached my cups together using some gross grain ribbon. And gross grain ribbon is, this ribbon you see in any craft store. It's got these little ribs to them. It's very strong. I think this is inch wide gross grain ribbon. And I use it all the time. I use it for straps. I use it for anything that requires tensile strength in tension. And I also used it here on my seams between these two pieces, because even though it's meant to have its tensile strength this way, it still works really well as a firm foundation on which to have your stitches. So I laid this down, I pinned it to my thing, I sewed this piece of the costume to it, I sewed this piece of the costume to it, and then I hand stitched the two pieces together so that you would not see any gaps between them. And I did that because, I didn't want to have this overlapping, on the inside. It would have been a waste of material and length, and it was the right size as it was. So that's there. And then in the center here, for this emblem, I really wanted to use the emblem that the original designer had made, but it just wasn't in the cards. When I detached it from the cups, it started to unravel. So, and it's again made of that really soft interfacing, and it's got wire around the edges. The one that I made is made of the thick interfacing, 2 layers of it, and you just cut it out in any shape you like. And I covered it with the fabric, and then sewing machine stitched around the edges, and then I hand stitched that. You can see in black, I hand stitched that to the edges of the costume so that you wouldn't see any gaps, and it's attached to the gross grain ribbon as well. So now my next step will be to transfer the beading from the original costume onto the new costume. Now, fortunately, I already have a lot of these types of beads, so since I've made it bigger, there may not be enough beads on here, like for instance lengthwise, it'll be off by an inch or so. So hopefully I'll have other beads that I can kind of use to supplement whatever I can't get from that. But I really love this design, and I'm probably going to do something very similar, if not identical.